America is not a racist country.
Ladies and gentlemen, Muhammad Noor has been officially released from prison. He is out of jail now, but he's on supervision until 2024. So, the former police officer who shot and killed an unarmed woman, well, why should that matter? Y'all kill unarmed black men and women and children all the time. So why should it matter that he shot somebody unarmed? I'm just saying. And, when he tried to use the "I feared for my life" defense, see, when you got melanin in your skin, that's not acceptable. But if you are a white cop and you fear for your life, then you get to walk out of the courtroom, no punishment whatsoever. And so Muhammad Noor's case just proves that "I feared for my life" is for white officers only. We already knew that. So this whole incident went down in 2017. All right. And Muhammad Noor, who I really do believe feared for his life, it was dark out and he couldn't really see who approached the police unit. And she really should have just waited at her door and not walk outside at all, especially if you think something is going on. So the former officer fatally shot a woman who called 911 to report a possible sexual assault in an alley behind her home, is scheduled to be released next week. So I'm glad he's getting out. He never should have went in there in the first place. And just looking at this picture, you can already tell he's a broken man. And this is months after his murder conviction was overturned, which he never should have got. If all the other officers can say "I feared for my life," he should have been able to say it too. Plain and simple. And he was resentenced to a lesser charge. Muhammad Noor, 36, is scheduled to be released on Monday, 18 days shy of the fifth anniversary of the July 15th, 2017 fatal shooting that killed Justine Russick, a 40-year-old dual U.S. Australian citizen and yoga teacher who was engaged to be married. Noor was initially convicted of third-degree murder and manslaughter, which he shouldn't have got. But last year, the Minnesota Supreme Court tossed out his murder conviction and 12 and a half year sentence, saying the murder charge didn't apply to the circumstances of this case. And he was resentenced to 4 years and 9 months on manslaughter charges. And see, they were very upset about this too, y'all. See, when the cop don't look like them, they think they should be punished. But see, if we were in a real just society and justice really did work, then no matter what, if an unarmed person who was no threat to your life is shot and killed, that officer should go to jail. But in America, you don't go to jail if you are a white cop. And you could be in a circumstance where somebody is a distance away from you, they're no threat, and you kill them anyway, and you get to walk out, and no problem. So it's presumed that a defendant with good behavior will serve two-thirds of a sentence in prison and the rest on supervised release, commonly known as parole. So Noor will be supervised until January 24th, 2024. So Justine's father said he is disappointed, that Noor, his third degree murder conviction was overturned. Well, you can thank America and how they police in this country for that. See, if they would have punished the previous cops that shot unarmed people, then it would have been justifiable to give him that third degree murder conviction and it would have stuck. But see, when you got a whole string of officers that you let off the hook and all they had to do is say the magic words, I feared for my life, then this is what happens. So if you're upset and you're disappointed, you need to blame the US legal system for this whole thing because they are 100% at fault in the unfair sentencing that they hand out in their courts. They are 100% liable for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, his release after a trivial sentence shows great disrespect to the wishes of the jury who represented the communities and wish to make a statement about the community's expectation of police behavior and actions. Russick wrote, this is her father that wrote that. Damon's stepmother, Miriam Hefnin, said that the timing of Noor release, so close to the anniversary of Justine's death, is painful. We're very disappointed, but we're not surprised. We've been watching the events, and from miles away, we were still bewildered about the charge being dropped, but we are bewildered about the culture of the police department. And she added, saying she believes Noor was a product of a very dysfunctional department. And it's a very dysfunctional system. It really is. It is, the weights are in one direction, and the other direction does not have any weights at all. And again, if you would have just done fair sentencing on all these unarmed people getting killed, then you would have had a greater chance making the charges stick for Muhammad Noor. So, America, this is your fault that the conviction was overturned based on previous cases where you did not feel the officer should get, any kind of jail time for shooting unarmed people. So why would you want to go all heavy-handed on this man? But it's for obvious reasons. But hey, this is what you put out there and this is what you got back. Hey, plain and simple. It wasn't clear whether Noor would return to Minnesota. His attorney, Tom Plunkett, declined to comment, saying, at this point, I just want to respect Mr. Noor's privacy. Damon's killing angered citizens in the US and Australia. Well, maybe if you would be fair in the sentencing and unarmed people being killed, you wouldn't have to be angry about nothing. So, no, I mean, your anger is unjustified. It is. It's unjustified. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's getting out this coming Monday. He's going to be released. And I wouldn't blame him if he got out of Minnesota. Now, Minnesota does have a big Somali American community there. And, he was part of that community until he had to go to jail. So Noor's conviction, since they're talking about Derek Chauvin, and I really don't think it has anything to do with this case, although they were both officers in the state of Minnesota, and of course they're bringing up Kim Potter, who also should never have gotten away with killing Dante Wright. But again, this is how you wanted to run your legal system when it came down to cops. So get over it. Isn't that what you say all the time when we're not satisfied? Well, that's what I'm saying to you. Muhammad Noor will be free this coming Monday. Get over it. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.